Hello and welcome to another video of the Ginger and the Travelling Coffee. Spur of the moment video, you leave them at home. Again, brilliant, Paul, well planned. Anyway, today you join me on the south coast of Spain. I'm only joking, it's Manchester Piccadilly again. Not been here in a long time, so let's see the comings and goings out of one of Manchester's busiest train stations on a Wednesday lunchtime. So, let's hit the rails and see what's what. And I've got a feeling today's going to be a very good day. Although, I will caveat it by saying we have missed the intercity transport for Wales. Sorry about that, but let's hit the rails. Have some wagons on the back. Tail end still. Oh no, where's the tail end? That is a very, very long train. Oh, and a Nova. Hey, there we go. Beautiful to see as always. TP Express Novas. The ones they used to pull, the ones that TP Express used to have, as well, were the big cats. Now the big cats, I think they belong to Chiltern now. I think they go from Birmingham, can't remember the name of the station, it's not New Street, it's another one, down to London, Marylebone. We've got to do that journey. Just to get back on it and just to do, well, a journey I've never done on a train before. Definitely got to do that. Got to do them in first class, again. I was going to do it up to Carlisle a couple of weeks ago, but a bit expensive. But speaking of anti-West Coasts, how about we see one pulling in? Allison even. We'll see Allison pulling in. I actually enjoyed them in first class when I did them. Brilliant. Were they the best? You tell me. TP Express have been hit and miss because I've done them twice, and one was good and one was meh. I've only done them once. Let's do them again. I can't quite get over how blue sky Manchester is right now. There's the City Tower. I mean, in fact, do you know what, Paul? Get out of the way and let's this. Piccadilly and Manchester in warm, early March sunshine. There's a couple of tufts of cloud, but the rest of it is just like that. I could be anywhere in Europe right now looking at that sky, but when I turn around and look at that, I know I'm in Manchester. Beautiful as always.
train line, isn't it? It makes sense for the tram.
If they manage to pull all that off, that'd be amazing. The tram, Trainspotting Warrington. I'm trying to think how on earth they're going to do that, because like Warrington, I mean, I will take the Altrincham line, but there's lots of houses in the way. But they have given me this, and if they've got like gives me a website to look at, I'll put that in the description down below for this video. And a public consultation ends on the 9th of March. When's that? Next week. Today's the 4th. So yeah, might need to have a look at that. But that certainly looks fun. Now, I'm going to try and get that side, well, the other side of the glass and see some trains, because why not? Well, I didn't expect to see that public consultation thing when I first walked in. But yeah, let's go and have a look at some trains, shall we? Now, one thing I will say is, in regards to the airport video that I did, edited, put together and exported to get released, well, for this, I'm looking to see what we can do to resolve that, because I really wanted that video out. But for now, here's some of the pictures. I don't quite know why that's gone down the tubes, but hopefully we'll find out. And if it's just simply as I'm using another PC or laptop, then that'll be easy to resolve. I don't know if it is that easy. You'll find out after this one if it goes out or not. So I'm filming this on the 4th of March. A month and a day away from my scheduled trip to the Middle East. Now, if the Foreign Office say you're not travelling, guess what? We're not going. I don't see the current situation changing in 30 days. To be within 40 days of going and to not go is, in any other situation I'd say it's heartbreaking, but with what's going on, there's more important things than my trip to the Middle East and an F1 race. Like, that's just the way it is. The hotels are booked, are on a pay when I get there. One of them was the QE2. And that would have been ultimate bucket list. Like Jumbo Jet QE2, I mean, that would have just been unbelievable. But currently, as this video goes out, and that's why I've revealed what the hotel was that I was keeping a secret, I don't think it's happening. Qatar, Emirates and Gulf at the minute are doing like daily knockbacks of their flight programme. Emirates did a repatriation flight yesterday back to Manchester, and yeah, I mean, I've got friends who live in Dubai, and I spoke to one of them a couple of days ago and I said, please tell me you're safe, or what's going on? And they were like, yep, everything's fine, or I'm fine, I'm in Dubai, I can hear explosions of bombs and stuff, but I'm okay. And I'm like, thank goodness for that. It's a horrible situation, one I wouldn't wish on anybody. My heart goes out to each and every person who's been affected by it, including people obviously around themselves. But yeah, I'll plan alternate videos, I'll do whatever. I may even plan a few lives done at home. But yeah, to be within 40 days and for it to just go. Any other situation, I'd be like, I'd be upset, but I am upset, but there's bigger things at play than my holiday, so I do hope this situation gets resolved quickly. But if 2026 is not the year we go to the Middle East, it's not the year we go to the Middle East. We move on. and hopefully the Middle East will be ticked off eventually. It hurts more than it hurts that we're not going, but I'm okay with it, and I've kind of accepted it, and I've cancelled it. Want to work? I'm not going if I don't. If I can't go, I'm not going. It's fine. I'll get the money back, and we'll just plan it another time. Hopefully, there will be another time. But let's get back side of the glass and see some more trains. So there's the very long Avanti West Coast, and there looks like a new coat of paint for that cross-country Voyager, wouldn't you say? Manchester Piccadilly pops in the sunshine. So does the paint scheme of most of the trains, anyway. Wish they'd come a bit early now and got the TFW, but we have got a goods train over there. Pulling Tesco's. As I said in previous videos, one thing we won't see being pulled by a train anymore is Royal Mail. Like, who made that decision? The mail train was so cool. I remember seeing it at, where was it? Carlisle. It just sped straight through the platform. I was just like, I know what that was. Let's go and have a look at some of the trains on the platform as they pull out, shall we? As I have said previously, before a Northern rolls in, the Middle Eastern trip is that colour or that colour. I'd probably go with red rather than amber, to be honest. It's a shame, but there are bigger things at play than my holiday and an F1 race. The F1 looks like it's going to be to either Portimao or San Marino, Imola. And this is just a thing for F1. Don't call it the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. Don't do that. It's the San Marino Grand Prix, alright? Anyway, if I can get a ticket for the San Marino Grand Prix, then that'd be amazing. I get to see an F1 race. Yes! But, you know, just to take an F1 race off this year would be absolutely amazing. And I think there's tickets left for Silverstone now. Do I go to Silverstone because it's the British Grand Prix? And it is on my tick list of things I want to do before I die. So I'd like to do that. When it comes to the Middle East, hopefully I do get to do it at least once. Because I think it would be one of those holidays I'd look back on and go, that was amazing. And as I've said previously as well, I was meant to go on the QE2 and stay there in Dubai. And that would have been... Would it have been better or... Would it have been better than the jumbo jet in Stockholm? That you can't do anymore? Because that many speakers so close to each other, like the echo is brilliant. But yeah, hopefully I do get to do the QE2, go to Dubai, go to Bahrain, go to Qatar and Abu Dhabi in the future. But yeah, as I've said, my heart goes out to everyone who's been affected by this. I hope everyone who is currently stranded in the Middle East and wants to get home does get home. F1 will probably make a decision either this weekend, which is the Australian Grand Prix, definitely before either the Chinese or Japanese Grand Prix, because after the Japanese Grand Prix it's meant to be Bahrain and then Saudi Arabia. The way the Middle East is right now, I don't think either of those are happening. But let's get back to the trains, and what a way to get back to the trains than a cross-country Voyager in the old livery. Double bubble TFW, there we go. just heard. The devil. Wait for this northern to leave because that is beautiful in the sunshine. So there's meant to be a train that looks similar to that going down there to Barrow-in-Furness. It's not. It's been cancelled, and it will start from Manchester Oxford Road. Why not? Was that train making that horn, or was it that? Sneaking in there on platform 1 or 2? Or maybe the bay platform that's not used as a passenger platform. Let's see where it goes. It's not going on the bay platform, that's where the northern is, so it looks like it's going platform 1. Manchester's got a trend going on at the minute. As one arrives, one leaves. What's better than one northern train? 2 northern trains. Well, we're about to get the wish because there's the second one. Oh, what's better than 2? 3. It's like musical trains at Manchester Airport. It was Manchester Piccadilly this lunchtime, and just to complete the set, here's another one. Musical trains, there we go. I genuinely wonder what the skyline of Manchester Airport, what am I talking about? Manchester in general is going to look like as this channel gets older, because that never used to be there when we first started. Deansgate never had that many skyscrapers, now it's getting loads. That wasn't there when we first started, I don't think. But yeah, Manchester's getting taller and it's getting bigger, so yeah, I wonder what the future holds for Manchester. So we have East Mid's next. Oh, it's not the livery I like. It's not, in fact, it's not even the same train that I normally see anyway. So, but who's ready to see maroon coming to Manchester Piccadilly? Platform 13. Is that platform 13? Must be. Yes, it is. There it is. EMR. In their new livery. Controversial opinion. I prefer it on the older trains. I prefer it on those ones. There we go. Old meets new. And we've got a Northern joining in on the act. There we go. So what do you prefer? That one or the other one that's on platform 14? I can't lie, I prefer the old livery, but I prefer that livery on the older train. We might have to make a trip to Sheffield to see Sheffield again, because I've not been there in ages either. But yeah, nice to see EMR on the video, especially in new and old livery there. So the next one to leave, by process of elimination, is that one. But watch this, something from over here will go first. Now I can't lie, but I'm waiting to see that get joined by one of its sisters. But if I look down the rails, it doesn't look like there's one due at the minute. There's a green light for another train somewhere, but no Pendolino coming into Piccadilly. But we do have a Northern coming back in though. think in the coming months we will do another return to Sheffield, return to Crewe, Doncaster. I love Doncaster. Admittedly, you know, we get only our Zoomers going through there, so we definitely need to do that. Preston will be done again. I've got to say, when it comes to train stations, like aesthetically, I prefer Preston over Piccadilly. Controversial, I know. But Piccadilly gets Novas, Pendolinos, so does Preston. Doncaster doesn't get any Pendolinos and it doesn't get any Novas, as far as I'm aware. York gets Azumas and Azumas and Novas. Pendolinos, what am I talking about? Carlisle, Azumas, no. Pendolinos and Novas. So yeah, got a few things, well, a few stations we need to re-tick off the list. Then there's the question of airports. Well, I've been saying I want to do East Mids for years and I've never done it, so East Mids is on the list. See, I would do a Scottish airport, but I'm like, can you really get close to Edinburgh Airport? I don't know, to get a video of it. Heathrow, I love Heathrow. Manchester's the OG. But I don't really want it to be Manchester, because I want to just be like, yeah, seen it all before, Paul, we know. And we're getting closer and closer to 700 subscribers. I generally can't wait for that. But how about we have some more musical trains? And I've got a feeling our next departure is that one. Oh no, I'm wrong. It's that one. Hey! Well, I thought it arrived before that one left, but Alison's leaving and we have a Pendolino on its way in. So let's end the video with this beauty, shall we? Avanti West Coast. Screeching its way into Manchester Piccadilly, as it always does, even with the new track. Redcar Central. Double to Redcar Central. It's almost like it knew I wanted to see one. There we go. I was going to let that finish the video, but then that turned up, and I think it's only fair that we let TP Express finish this one, don't you? Now, to happen, but if this left and then the cross country left, that would be brilliant. And if that happens, that'd be really, really good. 397010. That just looks beautiful, doesn't it? And especially, oh, that is gorgeous. With that, with the beautiful blue sky Manchester behind it, that is a beautiful, beautiful picture. Oh, there's trespassers on the railway as well, guys. We're getting the full works today. Train cancellations and trespassers. Here we go. Well, I did say what about one leaving, one's arriving. Two Voyagers at the same time. Result. Voyager, Pendolino, Nova. Now that's a brilliant, brilliant end to the video. And the 185 on that far side is leaving. Where are you going? Nothing on the side, unfortunately. So as the sun continues to beat down on Manchester on this lovely, lovely Wednesday afternoon, at the minute we're waiting for this to move because I'm not finishing the video until that leaves. The driver's got in, got out, I don't know what he's doing, but at the minute that's what we're waiting for. That to leave. I think I can hear a Voyager. Think. Probably wrong. But yeah, I am waiting for that. No. A Voyager is leaving. There it is. That's suddenly changed to a not in service. I wonder what has made it finish its journey here and not where I thought it would be going, Manchester Airport. As a double 185 rolls on by. Oh, hang on. There is nobody on that train, apart from the driver and the conductor. As that's now left, it's time to end the video here at the Costa del Sol. No, I'm joking. here at Manchester Piccadilly on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon in March 2026. I do hope you enjoyed this video as much as I have enjoyed making it. Who knows? I might even get a tan. White pasty skin, ginger hair. Good luck with that. Anyway, I do enjoy it as much as I have. If you did, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit notifications of this video. Me and the coffee cup, I promise this time, will be in the next one.